Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News, and I'm joined by Sonny Hardy. Sonny, how are you today, mate?
Not bad, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, I've just watched you spar Fred Pullen down there. I mean, how was that for you? You looked like a very competitive spar.
Yeah, it was lovely. It's good to be able to spar somebody with that bit of an amateur style. It's where you're sitting down with the pros. It's a lot of plodding around. When you get somebody who's young and on their toes, hitting and moving all the time, it's good to get you mentally switched on as well.
Perfect, mate. I mean, I want to talk about your amateur achievements just quickly to you. You said, just off camera, 64 amateur fights, you've got a national title to your name, and then 2 international box cups. I mean, I keep speaking to pros, and they it's kind of with the amateurs, it's tournament after tournament. You can't really process those amateur tournaments. I mean, but when you look back on them, how do you think of your amateur career?
My amateur career was always good. I was very unlucky in championships, in the national championships, always hitting a post. Always boxing European level lads, losing on a split decision every time. I was always getting to a semi-final or a final, and it was only my first year as a senior I injured my wrist and I was out for 9 months, and at that point I thought of giving up, and then I had my hand in a cast. I thought, you know, I've got a national title coming up. I've cut my cast off my hand, so I thought 6 times in 7 weeks, got 4 stoppage wins and won my first national title. And everything started going together from there. So that's when my amateur career really picked up at the right time.
Perfect, mate. I mean, with that injury, kind of like, was that a really frustrating time for you? It
was horrible. It's one of them. As a boxer, the first thing you want to do is get back in the gym. You've got an injury, and one day you feel like the injury's gone. You think, yeah, I'm going to give it another go. You hit the bag, and next thing you know, you're back to square one again. And I was going through that sort of process. It was a bit of immaturity at the time, but then. Miraculously it healed, down to what I don't know, but I'm thankful for it. And then
no, it's perfect, mate. And then I want to jump forward now. You've just had your debut as well. Congratulations, points win. I mean, Maisie was just saying, called you Sonny Hardy with all the movements you showed on your Instagram. I mean, how was that for you to get that first win on your record as well?
It's surreal. It's always nice to try go for the stoppage, but maybe I went for it a little bit too much and rushed it. But performance-wise, I was over the moon. The atmosphere was incredible. The venue was incredible. York Hall, how iconic can you get? And yeah, I loved every second of it.
Perfect. I mean, like, we'll talk about York Hall. I mean, it is the mecca of boxing in London, mate. I love it. I think my first fight there was Denzel Bentley, Marcus Morrison. It was blown away. But like, how was it for you? Obviously, you just touched on there, but how was it to box at York Hall, especially on your debut as well?
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's not a massive venue. So you're going to hear the noise, and I'm sitting in the change room. I've got a bit of nerves, and when you get out for the walkout, the roof was lifted off of York Hall. It's incredible, such an atmosphere. We had about 250 people there spectating. That's from tickets alone. That's external to anyone else who was there supporting. And as soon as they called my name, it was uproars. It was incredible, and the nerves go out the window. Then it's soaking it all in.
Perfect, mate. I mean, obviously Maisie called you Sonny Hardy. I mean, what can people expect when they buy a ticket from you to watch you next?
It's going to be explosive regardless. We're going to sit down, we're going to start banging shots in, but listen, we're going to be slippery and we're going to put on a show at the same time. We're not going to show both, but it's not going to be too far off.
Perfect. We need entertainment in this game.
Absolutely.
I mean, let's talk about your progression then, obviously, not to rush anything. You just turned over pro, but kind of, we see a lot of fighters, either they go the international route or they go to kind of the traditional route. So they go Southern area, English, British, Commonwealth, European, and a world. Which of those two do you think you would like to go, or is it just one step at a time?
I'd like to go for a bit of a domestic level to start with, maybe a Southern area title or an English title, and take that sort of route. I've got a lot of learning left to do. I'm still on the first step of the ladder at the end of the day. I'm a baby in the sport. I'm 20 years old, so I'm not even 1% of the way there yet. As good as I know I am myself, and as far as I know I will go in the sport, I need to take it one step at a time.
Perfect. I mean, and taking it one step at a time, you do have Kevin Mitchell as your manager. I mean,
absolutely.
I mean, if there's someone who has done everything in the sport, I think it is Kevin Mitchell. I mean, what is it like having him as your manager?
That's good. Listen, Kevin's there. He's going to look after you all the way. He makes the best decisions. Anything you need, Kevin's the man to sort it. But he's a character. He's more than just a manager. He's a mate at the end of the day. He does well.
Definitely. I mean, doing pads work with him, he's definitely a mate, because he will slip in kind of the rolls just above your head, so you make sure you're rolling them correctly.
He'll let you know.
Definitely. And obviously we'll talk about that sparring at the Matchroom Gym. Obviously, I always get a little bit nervous walking in here. I mean, what is it like for you? Obviously, walking in there, seeing John Wright, Conor Benn, Joe Cordina. I mean, what is it like?
The first time I walked in was about 2 years ago. I was sparring with Joe Cordina for his fight against Lee. For his world title fight, and I was sparring with Ricky Burns for his fight against Lee Selby. But I walked in and obviously I was so nervous. I was so on edge all the time. But as soon as I walked through the door, everybody's there welcoming you. There's no bad atmosphere in this gym. It's just brilliant walking around being able to speak to everybody.
Definitely, yeah, I can testify to that, mate. Everyone here is lovely, and they do make you feel welcome, even if you've just been beaten up doing a tough session as well. I mean, Sonny, thank you for giving me your time today, mate. My final question we ask everyone this: what does boxing mean to you?
It means absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. Listen, I wake up and box. I go to sleep, and the same thing every single day. That's all I do. I won't be able to go without boxing.
Perfect. Sonny Hardy, thank you very much, mate.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Appreciate it.